and frying.
The Air Coryell Chargers were one of the NFL's best and most feared offensive clubs in the 70s and 80s. The franchise won 3 consecutive AFC Western Division crowns, and Dan Fouts became the greatest passer in the league. John Moncure had a chance to catch up with Dan and more Charger greats. Gerard.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Yeah, the organization is in season 5 since that move from San Diego here to Los Angeles. And part of that transition is being true to who they used to be. Now, recently, the Chargers had a gathering for all their alumni right here at SoFi Stadium. And let me tell you, I got a chance to talk to a few who were the best ever to wear the powder blues. Now that the Chargers are firmly planted in Los Angeles, they're not about to let their San Diego history be left behind. The franchise recently held a reunion for their alumni to reminisce about the past and continue to be part of the future. What do you think of the building and the atmosphere here?
Oh, it's unbelievable, man. I don't know if they really appreciate it right now, but I think the way it's become and how we put so much work into it from like the guys, that's why this day is so special to me, because it's guys like that's here now who paved the way for something like this to be existing now. So it's been an unbelievable experience. Whoever haven't been here, I suggest they come. Was it tough for you when they made the move up here?
Yeah, it was tough for a lot of people, and I always felt bad for the fans of San Diego because they were so good, they supported us so well, but it's a different world now.
I'm going to root for the Chargers as long as I live, whether it's from down in San Diego or just driving 90 miles up here to the stadium. I'm going to be rooting for San Diego. I mean, the Chargers anyway. So it really don't matter to me, I'm a Charger lover, period.
3rd down and 4. Herbert.
And there's currently certainly a lot to love about the 2021-22 squad. Currently battling Kansas City for the AFC West title while sporting arguably the best young quarterback in the game today. Is Justin Herbert on his way to being a star in this league?
He already is. Yeah, there's no question. When you think of what he's done in less than 2 years as an NFL quarterback, he's made all of us proud, especially as Oregon alum.
I wish Don Coryell was around to see him also, because Don Coryell will have a lot better adjectives to describe him than I do. But the kid will be great. He's a good football player.
While Herbert garners most of the recognition for the Bolts' resurgence in the AFC, and deservedly so, the star power on both sides of the ball have these Charger legends excited about their postseason possibilities.
Right now it's December, right? So it's championship football, and to see the progression throughout the year, that's all we try to harp on throughout the locker room, and that's what we echo. Is let's continue to get better as a football team, and after the round about December, let's see where we at. Let's see what we need to do. Right now, they're in a position where their destiny, they control it, which is very important in this international football league. When you can control your destiny in December, you've win it.
They're not scarce on ability. They have ability, and they have the kind of ability that can get you to a Super Bowl. But it all depends on what turnovers, mistakes, minimal mistakes, turnovers, drop balls. You can't have that because no team, I don't care how great they are, they can't win when those factors happen.
Unbelievable. Rolls to his right, just launches one.
As they support a new day in Chargers football history, getting together to relive their own helps these legends stay connected to their rich past while enjoying the present at the same time.
I think it's always important that myself and even in the new generation, they understand who paved the way. And it's very important to know your history and know guys that have done it before you. And it gives you more of an understanding of what it means to play in the National Football League, but more importantly, what it means to be a Charger.
Just getting a look at all these guys that are here, all the ones that returned for this weekend. It's just a gracious thing to do, and it's something to pull us together and make the Charger organization just a little more noteworthy that we care for our own.
It's great, and the fact that we had such good times together as players, it just, we can relive a lot of that.
Now, the two things I got out of talking to those great players is there's no bitterness about the organization moving here, and they were proud of the product that's on the field right here at SoFi Stadium. And those two things will go a long way in changing what the fan base has kind of been through in terms of making that transition to coming back to this team if they left the team when the move was taken place. There's no doubt there's a huge difference between what you see here in SoFi and what was going on in Carson the first couple of years the team was here. They were completely outnumbered fan base-wise in Carson, and that's only happened once or twice in the games that are being played here. This is turning into a Charger venue, and that's super important to the success of this team moving forward here in Los Angeles. Guys, back to you.
All right, Gerard Moncure live out at SoFi Stadium. Gerard, thanks so much. It is really good to see a lot of those guys. There's no doubt you guys know that I've spent a lot of time in San Diego to see Antonio Gates. You guys remember what position Antonio Gates played in college?
I don't. Probably tight end. Huh?
No, how about power forward? Yeah.
He was a basketball player.
Went to Kent State. Undrafted free agent out of college, out of Kent State, was a basketball player and one of the greatest tight ends ever to play the game.
Well, you know, Vince and I, we were fortunate enough to have competed against those other two guys, and we played preseason games against them every year, and we'd go down there and scrimmage against them. And they would come up in alternate years, and I remember, man, Dan Fouts, he just had all of our DBs talking. The receivers,
Eric Coryell, Jackie.
The receivers marveled at the things that he was doing. I didn't pay that much attention to it because I was looking at Fred Dean and Gary Big Hands Johnson and Louis Kelcher and all those guys. But they were just marveling at just how talented he was with the passes that he threw.
And how about that Oregon connection? Dan Fouts to Justin Herbert, both Oregon quarterbacks. I'm telling
that's
you
right.
what, that Eric Coryell offense was just explosive. They were so fun to watch. Kellen Winslow, Chuck Muncie, Charlie Joyner. I mean,
they were special.
Yeah, you know, and Dan Fouts, I've gotten to know him through the years, still lives in Oregon, and I do some Zoom interviews with him from time to time. Lives in a log cabin in Oregon. Don't forget, really cool.
Don't forget Big Russ Washington and Doug Wilkerson, two of the best offensive linemen to play.
Kelcher,
both of those guys played
Kelcher,
15
big
years.
Hands.
Both of those offensive linemen played 15 years in the NFL.
Don't forget the late Speedy Duncan just passed away.
Who's that?
Speedy Duncan.
Speedy Duncan.
You know, I remember. I remember as a kid, I grew up on the East Coast, and I remember just asking my parents to stay up late enough to watch the Howard Cosell halftime highlights so I could see Eric Coryell and that aerial attack that they had going on in San Diego. And boy, just watching Dan Fouts just throw that football.
You talk about reckless abandon and going for broke. That was the guy.
Fun.
Vertical passing.
If Howard Cosell called your name, you had a ride.
Right. Tell you what.
You had a ride.
We'll take a quick